Before we start the video, I'd like to shout out Logo.com for sponsoring this video. They have an awesome site where you can buy a bunch of in-game currency and items, including all your favorite Rocket League items. Also, make sure you use code DOLBOBS to get an easy 6% off your orders. Check out the site, there's a link in the description. But for now, enjoy the video.
Yo, what's going on guys, Doubles here, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Now in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is showcasing to you guys the top 10 most expensive items on Rocket League. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is because I think there's a lot of new players on Rocket League, and I feel like we need to introduce them to the trading world and the absolute legendary items of the trading world that a lot of people aspire to get and achieve. And I feel like it's nice to put them into context of how expensive some of these items really are. But before we get into the video, guys, I just want to let you know that I'm currently doing a 20xx giveaway on Rocket League at the moment. And to enter, make sure you're subscribed and comment down below that you want to win the giveaway. Now, it is for PC only. However, if you are on console, still comment down below because I will still enter everybody in console to win a special prize when this giveaway is announced. Anyway, let's not waste any time and let's get into this top 10 most expensive items on Rocket League. So in this list, we're going to be starting off with a white Octane, which is the least expensive on the list. I mean, the fact that a white Octane is the least expensive on this list really shows you what this list is going to consist of. So the white Octane, I think a lot of you guys know, and if you don't, the white Octane is a real selling point when it comes to, getting into trading. Like, I want to get a white Octane. That's what so many traders say, and a lot of successful traders work their way up to the white Octane. Now, the white Octane is loved by many because it came out and the way you got it was doing these non-crate very rare trade-ups. Now, a little history with non-crate very rares. We used to get them at the end of online games, and you couldn't do anything with them. You could just, use them on your car. There'd be some, boosts. For example, the hearts boost. You just have the boost. No one really used them either, and they were just sitting in your inventory. And I mean, I guess you could have traded them, but what would you really want to trade them for? Nobody really wanted them. And then dropped the new trade up update back in the day when you could start trading up those very rares for painted import, and that's when it got crazy, and painted Octanes were introduced to the game. And of course, Octane being the most used car on Rocket League, you already knew the prices were insane, and the white Octane, of course, being titanium white, just took over everything else. And the white Octane since then has always been a beloved item on Rocket League, and I'm so happy that I'm able to actually have a white Octane because it does look extremely freaking clean. So there you go. That's a little story about the white Octane and why it is so damn expensive at 14,000 credits. Man, 14,000 credits, and that's just the first item on this list. Let's go. So following up is a very similar type of item, the same color. It's the titanium white Dominus. Now, the titanium white Dominus again came out very, very recently, and we've been asking for Dominus, painted Dominuses for a long time. Wait, would you call it a painted Dominuses? What is the plural for Dominus? Is it Domini? Because if you think about octopus, cactus, anything ending us, you always change it to I. So technically, white painted Domini is what we asked for. We asked for painted Domini and psionics. They eventually gave them us, and now the titanium white Dominus is worth 15,000 credits on PC. Now, all of these prices I'm referring to are PC prices. However, they vary slightly from console to console, but I think the PC prices are a decent one to go off. So yeah, the white Dominus is currently very close to the white Octane, and in many cases, it's slowly taking over. But who knows what will happen. Maybe that will just be a small spike, or it will, start decreasing. We don't know. But at the moment, that's where it lies. Now, the next one is a beta item. It is the gold nugget. Now, this is an antenna, and you might be thinking, why the heck is an antenna on this list? The beta nugget, or the gold nugget, whatever you really want to call it. I mean, a lot of people change between those two names, is 18,000 credits. Now, the reason it costs a lot is because it was an exclusive item, as you'll see a lot of these in this list are. So, the way you got a beta nugget was by playing the beta on Rocket League, but the beta was actually open to everyone. Like, it was open to everyone. It wasn't like an exclusive amount of people, but when you think about it, back in the day, not loads of people played Rocket League back then, so there was a limited number of beta nuggets going out there. But then as time went on, that number kind of grew smaller as more accounts maybe became inactive. So that's why they have a high price. But at the end of the day, if you want to invest in this for looks, then I'd probably buy something else. But there you go, that's the Gold Nugget, which is a beta item worth 18,000 credits on Rocket League. And there's a little thing about this, it's quite cool. The beta Nugget at one point used to sell for a mere like 5 crates or, you know, 50 credits, I guess, the equivalent of like 50 credits back in the day. Like, it was crazy, and now it's 18,000 credits. So if you held on to this from the start, that's pretty damn lucky. Then next up on the list, we have another awesome item, the grey Apex wheels. Now, Apex wheels are, well, they were a Rocket League fan reward. Now, the way you earn fan rewards is by watching the Rocket League Twitch streams, and you have a small chance, well, actually, it's quite a big chance, to earn a drop, a reward item, just by watching the streams in game. And then you go to your game and you see you get a reward item. Now, when these Apexes were out, they were very favored. Everybody loves the Apex wheels, and then obviously the chance of getting a painted one is very, very low. And the reason these grey Apex wheels are worth a lot is because they look very, very similar to Titanium White. Now, we all know on Rocket League, Titanium White is a very, very appreciated item, or item color. So with this grey looking pretty much identical to Titanium White, you already know it's going to be worth a lot, but not as much as the white, because the white holds a more sentimental value. But let's move on to the 5th item in this list, the black Dieci wheels that you all know and love. If you watch trade up videos, you've probably heard of black Dieci. Now, I mean, everyone says black Dieci, but I've heard some other pronunciations of this, but I don't think I'm going to get into that right now. The price of black Dieci's are 20,000 credits, which is insane, because these wheels, if you actually go on Rocket League, you'll see Dieci wheels are a common wheel that you all have unlocked, but these are, of course, painted Dieci wheels. Now, at the moment, these Dieci wheels are an exotic wheel, but they were also an uncommon wheel at one point, and, you know, it was crazy when the update came out to be able to get these painted wheels. But yeah, the reason black Dieci's are so expensive, if you didn't know, is because when you actually have these painted black, they are a super flat, dark color. I mean, they look clean as hell, and yeah, using a black wheel that looks this good goes with essentially any car design. So it's very, you know, everybody loves making a simple car design, and as I say, the black is a very neutral color that goes well with any car. So that's really why it's gotten its price, and that's why some of the black simple wheels are so expensive. Then next up on the list is a decal. Yes, a decal, and I have talked about this before on the channel, and it is going to be the Titanium White Dune Racer decal. Now, similar to the Apex wheels, this is a Rocket League fan reward, and the white Dune Racer looks really, really cool, but it is not animated. It's nothing super fancy. It is quite a simple sort of plain decal. I mean, it does look really nice, and the Titanium White version does make some really cool car designs, and you know, just Dune Racer in general is expensive, but as you can tell, it's because the rarity and just the look as well. I feel like, you know, there's no reason this should be worth more or less than any other white RLCS fan reward, other than the fact that it just looks so cool. Now, I do have a pair of Dune Racers myself. I have a few Dune Racer decals myself, and there's a funny story because I actually had a bunch and I didn't realize how expensive they were, and I did actually just give them as add-ons to some random trades, and some random lucky people got a few non-painted Dune Racers, which are about 1,000 credits if you didn't know. So rest in peace, those Dune Racers. I mean, I hope they served them well. Anyway, next up on this list, we take quite a big leap from the 25,000 credit Dune Racer, and we're going all the way from 25,000 credits to 66,000 credits. That's right, you might have guessed it, it's the Titanium White Apex wheels. Now, similar to the grey Apex, you know the story behind them, and you probably know why these are so expensive. I mean, just look at them. But yeah, as you can see, there's a very, very small difference between grey and Titanium White, other than the fact that there's a little bit more of a glow. So why are they so much more expensive? Just because they're Titanium White. It's just literally the fact that they say Titanium White when you look at them. I mean, the glow is definitely more aesthetic, but it's not a major difference, especially when you're driving around the pitch. So yeah, there you go. Apex wheels are back, but the Titanium White are 66,000 credits. Then next up, I thought the last one was a big jump. We're going for another big jump. We're hitting 6 digits. That's right, 100,000 credits. The gold cap. Now this is where we get into the extremely expensive items because of how rare they are. So the gold cap is one of many alpha items. Now an alpha item is even more rare than the beta item, which we saw as the gold nugget earlier. Now the alpha item, as I said, was only available for people who played the Rocket League alpha. Not many people did, and you can tell that by the price of these damn items. Very few people managed to obviously play this and actually continue and still play the game now, so people with this item, you know, I mean, geez, not many people have it. And if you do have one of these items, you are very rich, my friend. You are very rich, because 100,000 credits equivalates to a lot of real life money if you can manage to somehow, you know, make a sale in real life. I don't know how people go about doing that, but I don't even want to stop there. I don't want to spend too long talking about this. It's a topper, of course, but I mean, the jump is kind of huge next, guys. I'm sure you're ready for this. You know what? I didn't think you guys would be ready for this, but I think, you know what? After seeing the items so far, I think you're ready for this jump. 400,000 credits for these wheels. Goldstone wheels. Now, if you've played Rocket League for even like a month, you've probably heard of these wheels. These wheels are awesome. Freaking gold wheels that you can actually trade in the game that are an alpha item. So, just as rare as the last one, just as rare as any alpha item. I mean, that gives it its price, but the fact that this is a wheel and not a topper gives it 300,000 more credits over the gold cap. This is insane. 400,000 credits, guys. You can't even imagine that many credits. That is so many credits. That is so much time trading. That is so much money spent if you buy all of those credits. Like, that is an insane amount. Now, obviously, I think these wheels deserve to be expensive because they look expensive. But 400,000 credits, man, that's crazy. These items are, like, game-changing. And finally on this list, now, you know what? I made this a top 10, but I'm going to give you a little exclusive item afterwards. But we're going to finish the official list right here. Now, this is a boost. It's worth 800,000 credits, and you've probably guessed it, it's Gold Rush. Now, Gold Rush is used by pretty much all the RLCS players. You'll see this boost a lot in the Pro League because they all have this boost. Now, Gold Rush is an insanely awesome boost. It's a golden boost, as you'd expect. The sound of it is very iconic, and like I said, you'll hear it in the Pro Leagues a lot. Now, Gold Rush, as I said, 800,000 credits. That is insane. You just can't fathom how much that really is. And, I mean, if you have this, why are you watching this video, man? Just go and buy yourself a mansion, chill by the pool, and do something else. But yeah, seriously, this Gold Rush boost, how on earth is it so damn expensive? Like, that is crazy. There's nothing I can say. At this point in the video, I've said everything there is to say about the items. Now it's just a point of being blown away by how actually expensive these items are. Now, the reason I say the official list ends there is because other items do exist in the game that are worth more than these. However, they're, you know, either pretty much extinct at this point and you'll never find a trade for them ever again, or you can't actually trade them on Rocket League, so you have to do a real money exchange, which, you know, I'm pretty sure Rocket League are against doing that, but I know it does happen out there. So let me tell you about some of those items, but that is the end of the official list. Those extremely awesome items we just talked about. Now, if you've been around on Rocket League for a long time, you will know about this thing called the white hat. Now, the white hat was given to people who found major bugs in Rocket League and, you know, reported them, and then they'd be gifted this exclusive white hat item. It's a topper. It looks really, really freaking cool. But this thing has changed. Like, its price is very unknown. Like, if I actually searched up the white hat price right now, look, people can't really fathom how much it is. People can't really decide how much it is. At one point, it was $7,000. Another point, it was, you know, more. Some points, it was less. And I don't know who has these at the moment, but it is crazy. So, all I can say with the white hat is, it's just extremely expensive. It may be worth more than Gold Rush. It may be worth less. But, you know, who knows? Whoever has this is just chilling with it right now. And I completely understand that. That is awesome. But a bunch of other items that are worth a lot will be the Rocket League RLCS Attendees Awards. Now, what these are if you attend the RLCS Grand Finals, which is, you know, at the moment you can't do that because of the whole, the thing that's going on in the world that, you know, stops people from, you know, grouping up. I think you guys know what I'm referring to. So, that can't happen right now, but basically, in RLCS, when it gets to the grand finals, they hold a huge event where you can go and watch, and I've been to one. The one in London was extremely enjoyable, so I honestly, when they're on again, I truly recommend going because it is a bunch of fun. And you pay like $50 for a ticket. I mean, it depends if you have to fly there or whatnot, or go to a different country, but seriously, you pay for the ticket, you get there, you have a great time, a great weekend, 3 days, come home, and then you get emailed a sort of code per ticket for an attendees award. Now, what I mean by that is, every RLCS, people who attended get rewarded a wheel that's, you know, limited edition. Only people who attended and bought tickets can get it, and you get given that item. It appears in your inventory when you put in the code. You know, so little people have it, and it's crazy how much these things go for. So there's a bunch of different RLCS attendees awards. Now, one major one is the Decennium Pro wheels. They're always called the something Pro wheels. So you got the Decennium Pro wheels, the Mothership Pro wheels, you've got the Emerald Pro wheels. There's a bunch of them. Now, as I say, it's very hard to price these items because they are only, you know, they're not tradable. People can only sell the codes for them if they keep them. So, you know, some of them, like the Mothership Pros, are like $300. But then the Decennium Pros, I mean, they have several $1,000s at this point. The Emerald Pros are probably a few thousand as well. It's crazy. So yeah, I didn't include them in the official list because I don't have an official price for them. But, you know, I think if you guys didn't know about it, it was interesting for you guys to be told about them. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that fun little breakdown of the most expensive items in Rocket League. And hopefully it will set your dreams high for what you want to achieve in Rocket League trading if you ever get down to it, and if you ever manage to just pop off in trading, maybe one day you'll have all of these items. And if you made it to the end of the video here, then let me know in the comments what your most valuable item is in Rocket League, regardless of price. What item you value the most. Now, I better see a bunch of rubber duckies in the comments, but seriously guys, yeah, let me know in the comments what your most valuable item is. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed the video. It was a blast to make, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.